welcome back to Cooking with Coot. Going to do some sausage and gravy. Yeah, boy, we are. All right, come on over here and I'll show you how we get ready to do all that. So we've got us some sausage here, and it's got little marks on it. See them marks on it? That's so you can know where to cut it. So you poke a hole first. See that? Poke a hole first. Get our hole poked. There we go. Then you just I kind of like something with the little serrations on it. And you just kind of cut your patties. Now, you see what's happening? It's getting a little gummed up. So what you have to do is just kind of clean that off a little bit. Put that on one of the patties. We're going to make us some sausage gravy today, and that's going to be so good. We're going to do it in the cast iron skillet. We've already got us some biscuits done, and they turned out really nice. Sometimes toward the end it gets a little messy, and I'll show you what we're going to do with these two end pieces. That's going to be our giblets. See this right here, this end piece? Now you can make a patty out of that if you want to. And this end piece right here, you can make a patty out of that if you want to. You can mash it all up and everything. But I'm telling you what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as the giblets. Alright, now you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to put this over here. We check and make sure we ain't got no plastic in it. We want to be sure you don't feed them no plastic. And if you don't like doing it that way, then you just go ahead and peel that plastic off of it. But I like it because it's got them marks on it so you can know where things go and stuff. All right, so now we got everything ready to go. Let's go over here now to the stove. Now I've already had this skillet heating up and we want to see where it's at. All right, it's doing pretty good, and we do sausage kind of hot around here. So we're going to turn this far up. We're going to turn it up to about medium, just a little above medium, between medium and medium high. And we're going to put a little bacon grease in here because you don't put anything in a dry, don't put any meat anyway in a dry skillet. Now I don't want much, I just want a little bit, see there? Just let that run in there. And then we're going to swoosh it around. I like to swoosh it around, you know, you've watched me enough. Just get it covered, just a little bit. See that right there? Yep, that's what it takes. Ooh, yes. All right, so we're going to, now I like for it to sizzle real good. Now there's another way to test to see if the pan's ready. You can take whatever meat you're going to do and just kind of touch it. Hear that sizzle? That means it's ready. It'll take it. So we're going to go ahead and put these in here. We're going to go ahead and cut it up on high. Leave them alone. I might touch them a little bit, just see where we're at. So just kind of leave them alone. Sneak a peek every now and then, make sure we ain't burn them. We'll go down to medium high here just a little bit. You'll start seeing them turn brown up the wall here, up the side of them. That's a good sign when they start to turn brown on up the side. If you got one of these doofloshies like that, you might not want to leave it on the handle all the time because it might burn it some. You don't want to burn your stuff up. All right. That's just a little cooking with Coot secret tip right there, boys. Yeah. We just let them go a little while there. All right, when you turn them over and they're getting really brown a little faster than the insides is getting, what you might have to do is turn that heat back a little bit to medium. That's what you want to do. You can use a thermometer to check on the inside if you want to. They need to be about 160 if you do that. We'll test one of them. Now you don't want to shove this all the way through and strike a skillet. That's not a good. You don't want to measure the temperature of the skillet. You want to measure the temperature of that meat in the middle. And you can see that meat, about the middle of the meat, be about that far. So we'll do that right there and lay this here. See what we got. It's going to jump up to about 120. That one's going to jump up to about 120. See there? That's 125. So we're gonna let that go a little while until they come up. And we don't want them to burn. So we just keep turning them over and keep a check on them. See how nice and easy these grabbers work? You get you some grabbers that are shaped like that right there. You just kind of slide up under it. See how easy that is? These are the best grabbers in the whole world. I wish they'd pay me for an endorsement. Yes, because I sure do endorse it. Now we're going to move this skillet around a little more. Watch this. Woo, that's a professional move right there. It sure is. This way we keep our skillet nice and warm all the way around, keeping everything nice and even. You can check. Now that one's a little more brown than the top. We're going to turn them over again. Let them go a little bit more on the other side. Yep. See that? Make them happy. While you're doing this, you can do all kinds of stuff. You know, you can wash up some stuff. I like to wash up. Sometimes I like to play music. I play music on my spoon. Woohoo! Yeah, boys. That's what we do around here. So when they hear that going on, they know that this is about halfway done. Yeah, they do. So we've been letting these go a little while, keeping a check on them. We don't want them to burn up. No, we on medium heat. Just waiting for them to come up to about 160 or so. Let's test this one right here. Let's see what this one says. It don't take them long. See, we're at 140 now on that one. Now we're at 162 on that one. We're at 165 on that one. So it looks like we're getting close. We're at 170 there. That's all right. We just don't want it to be under 160 because that might not be good for you people. Might give them worms. You don't want to give them worms, do you? No, you don't. That one's at 160. Another thing a lot of people like to do, you just take one of them and sacrifice it. Right there. Let's see what it looks like. Look at that. They're about perfect. I'm telling you it is. See that right there? That means they need to come out. See that? Yes, sir. Looking good. So we're going to get us a nice, pretty bowl to put them on. We're just going to stack them up right there. All right. Now, if you don't like them that brown, don't start out at high, medium, high. You just cook them on medium the whole time. That'll take care of that. All right. Get that one out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this here a little different. We're going to put it in, kind of like the other ones did. We're going to put this up here in our magic heating box. We're not going to turn it on, no. We're just going to put it up here so that it will stay nice and warm while we're getting some of our other stuff done. All right. So put that up first. Now we're going to go ahead and cut this fire back up on high. Get this done quick right here because we're getting ready to do our gravy in a minute. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to chop this up real good here. Got one of these fancy choppers. We're just kind of making some giblets here. This is going to be, like I say, sausage gravy. Now if you don't like sausage giblets in your gravy, then skip this part right here. Don't do this part. Once it gets browned up, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can take these giblets and get them out of the pan if you want to, or you can just leave them in there and make your gravy on top of them. That's the way I do it. So here's how I keep my flour. I keep it in a big old Ziploc bag. Keeps it nice and fresh. Keeps the worms and the bugs, snails and stuff out of it. All right. So what we're gonna do? Here we go. I got me a tablespoon. We're going to do a heaping tablespoon. Just like this. See that right there? Just put it right over. Maybe just a little more. Alright? I'm going to take my wooden spoon here. We're just going to mix it around. Now sometimes what I do with this here skillet is I'll tip it up and get the oil and that grease all down here in that flour. Now, it's a little bit of an art to making gravy. It is. I won't lie to you. It takes a little bit of doing, and like I say, I do everything by sight. I really don't I really don't measure a bunch, but I want a nice thick brown flour base here before we get started. See how I'm tipping that over right like that? Oh yeah. Now some people don't like doing it like this. That's okay. They can be wrong if they want to be. I want a little bit more in there. Not quite enough like I like it. Sometimes them giblets, they make it a little different. If I didn't have the giblets in there, I wouldn't be using that much flour. Okay, we got our stuff going on here. There we go. See how it's kind of pasty now? Got a little bit of a paste look to it. It could probably stand just a little more flour. I'm going to put just a little bit more flour to it. Again, this is a sight and sound feel kind of a thing. There we go. And that's going to be it. And then we're going to get ready to put our milk in. And you see we still got our skillet on high. It's a smoking hot. Yes, it's smoking hot. Kind of like my camera person. Smoking hot. Yeah. Woo-wee. Oh, my. Time for the milk. In it goes. About like that. A bit more. Now cool that pan down, but it's going to come up to a boil pretty quick. We're just going to kind of moving it in the pan. We keep it moving. We don't want it to stick in that pan. You just use the bottom part of that spoon. Put a little pepper in it. Just cover the top. Cover the top real good. We like pepper in it. Then we're going to get us some salt. Now gravy needs a lot of salt. It really does. So we're just going to go over the top of it real good, like that. And then if you don't get enough in it to start with, you can add that a little more to it on the table. Now we're starting to boil up here. Happy stuff right there. Happy. Got them giblets in there. Now again, if you don't like the sausage giblets, then just take them out. If it's too thick on you, you can add milk. Stir it in. If it's not really thick enough, you can boil it down. Just keep boiling it down. Now, if you want to add more flour to it, that can create some problems. If you add flour to it now, it might lump up on you, and you don't want your gravy lumpy. Okay. Boy, that looks good, don't it? Gonna let that come up. Gonna let it boil down a little more. Okay. That's looking pretty good right there. So it won't ever get quite as thick as it's going to in the bowl. So you just have to make this a few times to judge how thick it needs to look in the pan. See how it's bubbling there? It looks more like lava. See that? Looks like lava. See how it's bubbling up like lava? That means it's thick enough right there. Nice brown gravy there. I'm telling you folks, that right there is some good gravy. All right? So we're gonna pour it off. I'm gonna pour it off pretty free. I'm gonna turn this eye off so I don't burn my arms all up doing this. All right? So we're just gonna do a big pour right here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Woo! I'm telling you, that is some kind of good. I'm telling you what, that's looking good, ain't it? So we're gonna put this over here, and we're gonna show you what we like to do around here. So I'm gonna go back to the magic heating box. I'm gonna get out the other stuff we've made. Here's what we like to do. I like to take me one of these biscuits. Got one here right there. Yes. Put me a little sausage on the side like that. Yes. Then we take this gravy, sausage gravy. Look at that right there. Now you tell me if that ain't good stuff right there. I'm fixing this for you. Y'all come on. It's ready. It's nice and hot. It's time to eat it. You can take and cut that right there. Let me see. Let me see. Woo, it's a little warm, ain't it? I'm telling you, now I don't want you to come because you'd eat all this, and I want to eat all of it. No, I'm kidding. If you were here, I'd give you some of it. I promise I would. Y'all come on. It's ready. It's all hot. We're going to put it on the table. Don't y'all be late. We're going to get us some orange juice and stuff like that. Boy, it's going to be good. Well, I appreciate you coming and spending some time with Uncle Coot and Cooking with Coot channel here in the Cooking with Coot kitchen. Certainly had a good time with you. I hope y'all have a great day. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all, don't forget to mash the subscribe and the like button. I'd appreciate it. And tell all your friends to watch Cooking with Coot. I'll teach them how to make their food happy.